Hello, everyone. This is Kelly Beard of KarmicTools.com, and this is your weekly forecast for November 27th through December 3rd of 2022. Another packed and personal week, y'all. So, again, despite Western culture holidays, you need to try to find some time to do your own personal processing. It will make everything better in the new year. We kick off the week on the 28th with Mars retrograde trining Saturn for the second of 3 times. The first hit was September 28th. The second hit is this week, November 28th. And the final hit will be in the new year, March 30th. So remember, Mars is retrograde in Gemini, trine Saturn in Aquarius. This is blessings without effort, but because it's backwards, they're renegotiating. So it's not going to operate the way it normally would, which would be to give us this wonderful energy of strength and stamina and of purpose and the drive to go after it. And all of that is a really good combo. But we want to also recalibrate it for some new choices and decisions based on a reset of our Mars nature. And we want to reset it according to these new roles and responsibilities that we have recently connected with because we've let go of old ones. And so now there's a vacuum created. But in general, when these two trine each other, it is a delicious and potent combo. This is like a great father-son working on a project type of energy. The son has all the muscle, energy, and enthusiasm, and the father is the brilliant, steady man who directs that energy and teaches in every moment. Internally, this is your inner authority, guiding your innate desire nature to the tangible results that it so craves. Saturn brings the long-term goals to the table, and Mars's energy can fuel your efforts, creating amazing results. This energy enables you to focus longer, attend to the details, overcome obstacles, and get more tangible results of your actions. Okay, so deep breath. Let's look at this in terms of a Mars retrograde. We should be checking in with what we're focused on, tending to certain details, and cleaning up obstacles, clearing them away, completing certain tasks that will make forward movement easier in the spring of the new year, right? We want those tangible results, but we're not likely to see them until spring. Normally, when these two get together, it is more like the tortoise and the hare energy, which can be frustrating for some. However, they are in an easy angle, and if there is any major project which needs your attention, now is the time you will likely be in the mood to tackle it and be completely supported. So like I said, we're working on certain things behind the scenes that we want to launch in the new year. That's what this particular energy is good for. Then the next day is Tuesday the 29th. Mercury is going to oppose Mars retrograde. So that's kind of special because that means they're backstage meeting up. This energy is a mixed blessing. It is a time to consider thoughtful action, not impulsive reaction. Any opposition requires that we find the balance, in this case, between our thoughts and actions. You may swing between extremes of keeping your thoughts and feelings all bottled up inside until they explode and spewing every thought that comes into your mind before truly considering why or to whom you are speaking. If you're already imbalanced and experiencing any kind of personal blockage or famine, you may feel a deep need to be heard, which, under pressure, makes you want to tell people what you really think without any filter. The problem is, whether you actually say anything to anyone or not, you still may be giving off angry vibrations, which will likely bring more challenges and contrary people into your realm, and you could end up in an argument either way. So the only way to really control or avoid this type of combative nature, within or without, is to recognize that only the ego needs to be heard in this way. Spirit always only seeks peace, and in this case, balance. How has your ego been leading lately? If you are not already imbalanced, but in a strong place, feeling productive and moving forward in your life, then this is a great time to ask those you trust and who can be objective to give you some constructive criticism to help you improve yourself or your position at this time. No matter what, it is a good time to pause before speaking or acting and ask yourself what exactly it is that you'd like to express or acquire at this time. Any impulsive, reactive thoughts, words, or deeds are likely to bring more problems than solutions, and often some instant karma to deal with too. Deep breath. Same day, it's going to sextile Saturn, so that's actually a good thing. This energy is really good for being able to objectively see what needs to be changed, fixed, or stabilized in your life or environment. One expression of this energy is a tendency toward depression or apathy, but a better expression would be facing what needs to be done and following through on what you have begun. You may feel the need to organize things at home or work, or perhaps take a class or workshop of some sort that will help you attain your current goals. Either way, be focused but not too serious. Balance in all things. It's when you focus on the lack and limitation that you feel overwhelmed and sometimes helpless. That's not the point of this energy. It's just time to take any rose-colored glasses off, do some serious thinking, tend to the details, take stock, assess the value of your ideas, and make changes accordingly. Deep breath. Then the next day, on the 30th, which is Wednesday, Pallas is going to retrograde in Cancer until February 16th. Pallas represents your unique genius and healing capacity, and in Cancer, that means that the healing, wisdom, and evolution will happen through your gut feelings and your ability to create a safe and secure environment for you and yours. Pallas is our prismatic perspective, and in Cancer, those facets take on different aspects of home, family, safety, and kinship. We will have to feel our way through this energy and allow the deep reset that comes when Pallas passes through your Cancer house every 4 to 5 years, deepening your dedication to creating healthy environments, taking in more nourishing food, improving your surroundings to be more comfy and cozy, and nurturing our own unique wisdom and genius. Now, retrograding there is very special, so use this 2.5 months to review how you take care of yourself, your rest, nourishment, joy, and pleasure. It's time to review what you are creating with your own 2 hands, whatever you are developing and would like to share with others eventually. What are you a natural at cultivating and developing? Systems, art, gardens, skills? Meditate to see what comes to you and use this time to reconnect with your own soul and personal needs to make sure that they are being met in the most optimal and sustainable ways. Also, listen for truth and wisdom coming from the children and the elders. The young and the old do not usually have ulterior motives or alternative agendas. They speak truth naturally, and often the wisdom that comes through is timeless and relevant. Finally, look to humor or comedy for some good medicine. Laughter unlocks stuck energies and heals old wounds. In this case, we may be remembering times that we aborted a creative project which had tremendous potential, and now is our chance to commit to doing better going forward. Deep breath. All right, December 1st, Thursday, Venus opposed Mars. Again, Mars is retrograde as we speak, which is a big deal for them to, again, another one connecting backstage. This means that we're recalibrating things privately, individually, before we think about going to interact with others in new and better ways. This energy brings a balance and integration of your inner sacred masculine and feminine energies. Your inner sacred masculine is supposed to negotiate on your behalf, get your ideas in the world, and maintain good boundaries, while your inner sacred feminine is a guiding force that creates space to contain and nurture life, as well as your creative babies. Because it is an opposition, it's time to check in with your soul self to make sure you're not swinging between extremes or trying to force issues rather than being open and receptive and going with the flow. Of course, Venus and Mars brings relationships into the light, forcing issues of balance and integration within your relationships as well. Remember, as you change, others must change or go away. As you integrate more balance within you, maintaining balance with others becomes almost effortless. Also, if your sexuality is an aspect of your relationship, then that too will undergo a balancing/rebalancing of sorts with this particular activation. Rather than project onto one another, ask yourself some questions regarding your true desires and your true values. What is closest to your heart and fires you up from within with no props, people, or payments necessary? Deep breath. There's a meditation for your journal prompts. Same day, Mercury's going to square Neptune. So now we've got our linear and our creative brains going at it, the right and left side of the brain. This is a mixed blessing. On one hand, it's good for spiritual study and giving your dreams a little energy if your schedule permits. On the other hand, it makes for major miscommunications between people. Try to think before speaking. Now, that's twice this week we've been warned about this. Because if it's possible to misunderstand or not get it all together, it will happen this week. Be careful not to let longing for your dreams to come true to distort your judgment and mislead you into believing the illusion. With this energy, some people will deliberately deceive, and others have to be careful not to be misled. Stick to the facts or stay quiet for now. You may even be inclined to withhold information to avoid a confrontation. Don't do it. Communicate with yourself and God today. Otherwise, plan to be very clear in explaining yourself to others, especially the humans, so that there are no misunderstandings. Deep breath. Same day, Venus is going to sextile Saturn. So it looks like Thursday is our big energetic day. This energy has to do with your obligations within the context of relationships. They're not difficult obligations in this case, but more emphasis is placed on really loving to serve those you care about. It is also what I call the keep it real energy regarding relationships or finances. This activation prompts you to clarify what you are building, stabilizing, and fortifying in your relationships and finances especially. I am a total advocate of renegotiating terms as you go along because you evolve, the situation and support around you evolves, and your needs change. So often we have to remind those closest to us. It's really hard to grow to the next level when each person is not clear on their ever-evolving roles and responsibilities. Of course, this starts with you knowing what you do or do not want and what you are or are not willing to compromise about. Also knowing what you want to create and make real with this person, right? Or with this job or this situation, right? This obligation that you've gotten yourself into. This is an opportunity to stabilize it at a new level. And if there are any cracks or weaknesses, this is an opportunity to address them. Then on December 3rd, which is Saturday, Neptune will go direct in Pisces. So if the moon represents the individual womb, then Neptune is our collective womb. When it retrogrades annually, we are given an opportunity to consciously develop something, usually related to healing and wholeness. The retrogrades always encourage us to go within and heal, make whole, or integrate something critical to our well-being. What healing have you been working on personally since June of 2022? Neptune is most commonly known as the planet of dreams and visions. So on a normal day, Neptune creates the desire to daydream, create, visualize the ideal outcome to life, relationships, projects, etc. It tends to see everything through the rose-colored glasses, putting its hopeful spin on it all. Now that it's going forward, you can improve your boundaries and trust your intuition more often. Hopefully, you've also been able to reconnect to your spirit and improve your daily spiritual practices in a way that helps you navigate the world better going forward, especially now that it's direct. Okay, deep breath. So we were supposed to upgrade our spiritual practices as well over the last couple of months. So hopefully that too is going well. So I want to thank you all for being part of my community. That's our week. May it go smoothly for you. Reach out if you need to. This is Kelly Beard of Karmic Tools signing off. Have a fantastic week.